Tuccio's is a new spot in Woodland Hills, and boy, have they got a great menu. They're offering up a unique take on Italian cuisine. And here to tell us all about it is owner Damian Shields and executive chef Gavin Humes. Welcome, gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Serene. Thank you for having us.
So you're Irish.
I am.
But you have an Italian type restaurant. Tell us how this all got started.
Okay, so, you know, theoretically, everyone who comes from Ireland always wants to own a bar or a restaurant. It's just what we do as a race of people. So when I moved here to California over 10 years ago, I always had a wish and a want to do that. So I met and married a wonderful woman called Gina, and Tuccio is her family name. So that's where the restaurant is named after, her grandmother. And we wanted to bring a serendipitous blend of what we do. The Irish culture is renowned for hospitality and, you know, 1,000 welcomes, and it's very conversational in effect. And then we wanted to have what the best of what Italian food could represent. And with all that in mind, we found a location in Woodland Hills, and the next step was to find ourselves our culinary rock star, which leads to Mr. Humes.
Enter our celebrity rock star chef. So tell us about the cuisine, because this is not what you think of when you think of typical Italian fare, but this is a very fresh and unique take on it, right?
Sure, yeah. I think we have a lot of the auspices of Italian fare. All of our pastas made in-house, all of our pizza doughs are made in-house. But the real focus for me is the seasonality. Italian food, the ethos, is seasonality and location. In Southern California, we have some of the greatest produce in the country, and I want to highlight that. So a lot of our dishes are focused on the seasonal vegetables and really doing unique and special takes on those vegetables. We have people come in all the time that don't really know what to expect. You know, they might expect something a little more traditional, and when they get what they're offering, a lot of times they're blown away, which is really very satisfying for me.
And you're getting some great reviews by critics on some of these dishes, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We've had a lot of really good response, both from critics and, more importantly to me, really from just the diners that come in. They have a really great experience, and a lot of times we get to expose them to things they might not otherwise ever try, which is really enjoyable for me.
Give us a quick overview of the dishes that you brought today.
So I focused on vegetables, just like I said. I love the vegetables. We've got a broccoli steak here. Ooh. We treat it like a steak, sear it, baste it, finish it in the pizza oven with a bunch of different flavors, including lemon ash, that really kind of highlight the flavors in the broccoli. We have a carrot confit dish with a bunch of different components of carrot that was very much inspired by the farmer's market. We have an heirloom radish dish on some whipped feta with charred leeks and cucumber. And we have a baby beet salad with a house-made pistachio butter, beet gastrique, a little goat cheese, and some fresh berries. And I think all of them really highlight kind of what's seasonal. But, you know, here today, gone tomorrow, next week, we're going to have some more stuff coming in for the summertime, featuring the great vegetables that summer brings us.
Yeah, and I know we were talking before we went on camera, the kind of great bread debate. You guys offer an amuse-bouche instead of a plate of bread, right?
We do. And when we first opened, you know, in most restaurants, when you sit down, you get a plate of bread. I think it's what everybody expects. And, you know, Gavin and I and Gina, we sat down and thought about how do we create a slightly different, you know, educational program around the dining experience that we're trying to offer. And in that, we said, if we give people bread, which they're used to, you know, they don't get to really enjoy the meal. Right. Or get to taste what we're really working hard to provide. So we do offer bread, but we just don't put it on the table initially, and that caused a little bit of a conversation.
Yeah.
And when we went on from that and we talked to people about why we weren't offering it, we have an amuse-bouche, which is a house-made soup that nearly every night it's different. I mean, and it's spectacular. The response we're getting from the amuse-bouche is crazy. So now we have people coming in looking for the amuse. Yeah. So we have changed people's perception on what the start of the meal should be, because when you're at home having your dinner, I mean, you don't sit down and eat 3 or 4 slices of bread before dinner. Nobody does.
No.
So even people at home are going, I don't eat bread before dinner. So why do you think you should want 3 or 4 slices of bread? But we do have a great
popover.
A popover.
Heard about this?
Yeah, it's really great. Yeah. Topped with some Parmesan cheese, served with a lemon herb butter. They're baked fresh every day, and they're really good.
Yeah.
And not just the food, but you guys have a great ambiance, some entertainment as well. Tell me about that.
So, for example, last night we had Michelle Coltrane, John Coltrane's daughter, singing in the bar.
Wow.
And we had an amazing crowd in. And
she's fantastic.
Yeah, and it just gave a nice dining and that wonderful quality entertainment aspect to it, so you can come in and sit and dine, feel at home, and have an amazing dining experience and listen to quality music at the weekends.
And you can be a little tricky to find, right?
Small bit. Yeah, we're actually in the heart of the Warner Centre, which is a corporate centre. There's 5 or 6 big towers there. We're the basement of one of the towers, right beside the Equinox gym, just off Canoga and Oxnard. But when people know where we are, people love coming back because we're off the beaten track. We have tons of free parking, and it's a very nice, secluded spot.
And if people come in, especially if they're seeing this segment, you have a special offer for
We
some
do.
viewers?
We were going to offer everybody here at KCAL 9 to come in and have dinner, and we would, you know, give you guys a bottle of wine on the house. So Gavin and I talked about this earlier on.
Okay.
Why don't we just do it for everyone? No?
Yes, I think so too. So we just said, why don't we?
Yeah.
So anyone who has a reservation
Of
for 2
two or
people,
more.
okay, free bottle of wine.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
On the
red or
house.
white. Yeah.
Okay, I think that's a pretty good deal.
It is.
Why not
Can't
come
beat it.
check you out? No. Thank you guys so much. It looks wonderful. And for more information about Tuccio's, just go to our website, kcal9.com, and make sure to click on Seen on TV. I think we should sample some of these right now.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
We'll be right back.